Compton, USA, bitches. Son of a-
God damn, you
Like
Fuck.
fucking
Why
again?
won't it shoot?
Again?
Yes,
Like
again.
this shit again.
It's only because you brought a gun out against my brother. That's the only reason. That I
A
pulled
Nerf
that
gun.
out.
Let me clarify
It
that
was a
shit
Nerf gun,
now.
I will say that.
I'm
Yes.
not popping Quentin's
Casey, can I have
brother.
the bullet?
No, you cannot have the bullet back.
I have another one. I'll shoot you if you don't give me that one.
Okay, well, if you shoot me, and then I still keep
No,
the
I'll
bullet.
shoot you, then I'll punch you in the dick, and then I'll get both of them. That's how
You
life
can have
works,
it. You can
goddammit.
have it on one condition. You don't
Casey,
shoot
you're
me.
So,
I won't
you're
shoot you
parked
again.
so far away
Alright.
from the curb. Look how far away
Oh
you're
my
parked,
God.
Casey. Jesus
Okay, I was in
We
a
can
rush.
fit a whole person there.
I was in a rush. Okay, I was late.
I could take a nap between that car and the curb.
You probably could.
Oh.
I think it's still within legal limits, though.
That's
I think maximum is 18 inches.
just like me, baby.
Ooh.
Ooh, got him. I high-fived myself, but I had mittens on, so it didn't really sound like
So
a
I thought I
high-five.
should say this. There are two things that happened this week. They're very interesting. One of them shows how uncultured I am.
Yeah, okay.
And then the other one shows that I'm trying to fix that. So,
Okay.
first, what happened is last week was Chinese New Year, as we know.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
near to ear, yes.
And what happened is one of my students, all three of them, the mom and then the two kids, all do Taekwondo. And the mom comes up to me and gives me an envelope.
Oh,
and-
was it the red letter thing?
Yeah, the red packet thing,
Yeah.
exactly. And she's like, "Do you know what this is?" And I'm like, "It's the thing with $2 in it." Because that's what it is. Every time I get one, it has $2 in it.
I have no idea what the red letter
They give it to
is.
unmarried people, right?
No, they give it to elders. Give it to younger people for good luck.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, traditionally, I thought it was because they weren't, that they were unmarried, quote unquote. It's supposed to be like married people give it to unmarried people.
She said it's elders give it to younger people.
Did that also, I guess, applies?
That's
I'm just saying.
what she told me.
Maybe it's just because there's like a trend relating to that.
But yeah, and the fact that I was like, "Yeah, it's just the $2 thing," I was like, "Oh, I'm a dumb boy."
Yes.
Hey, but Casey didn't know either.
I didn't
so
know
that,
either.
That makes me feel better.
Yeah.
Well, at least you knew like about the red packet custom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even know about that.
But
Yeah. I
was-
just learned about that one like 2 weeks ago.
What was
so.
surprising is that she gave me $20 instead of $2.
Well, it is two. It has two in
I
the
know.
dollar amount. That's always good.
But so that happened on Saturday. Then Monday night, so my boss was gone for 2 days, so it was me and my coworkers running the school. So we had the Muslim ban last week.
Yes.
Well, not quote unquote Muslim ban, but
it basically is.
it basically is. Yeah, exactly. But so that happened last week, and what happened is one of my coworkers is a staunch Trump supporter, but he can barely speak English, which is why I don't understand. And or that may explain his whole base in general. I don't
No, like that's actually I've noticed that a lot. Where like a lot of parents who are immigrants actually support Trump for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why.
But so I was talking to him about, I walked up to him and I'm like, "So what do you think about this ban?" He's like, "Oh, I understand." That led to an 1.5 hour long conversation, not argument. It was actually a conversation. We both
So-
level-headed the whole time about that ban, politics in general, and then it turned to religion, and that was interesting.
So you just hit 3 of the big 4 rank topics, I believe.
Pretty much.
Where I think it was like you don't talk about religion. I forget what A stands for.
Politics.
And then E, I forget what it stands for too. But it's like an acronym that somewhat hilariously, ironically, just spells out rape.
Yep.
That you're not supposed to talk about.
Yeah.
Wait, it was religion, politics.
There's religion, A, which I forget what it stands for. Is there a way you can look this up, Quentin? Because I'm going to lose my goddamn mind.
Yeah, let me just add rape acronym to my Google
the
search
acronym
history.
It's
actually-
okay. I
is the
searched up
acronym
dong
actually
dingle the
rape?
other day. Yeah, like the acronym is rape. Like
Why?
it's because it's bad and you're not supposed to talk about it with people.
Oh, that's.
So as
Oh God,
as
that is
disturbing as
terrible.
yeah, but it makes sense. 'Cause
But
it's
religion
like,
and politics are one of them, and then
Are-
A and E
yeah.
we're not sure of.
yeah, A and E I forget. I think people have like said like, yeah, let's not use rape. Let's go ahead and use grape. And then it's just
There's an
I
ice
think
cream.
E is the economy.
There's an ice cream store in between Quentin's house and UTD. It's like an ice cream store, and on the sign it says "Make America Great
Religion,
Again."
abortion, politics, economics.
Okay, that's
Okay.
that's what I said. I thought economics was E, and abortion makes sense.
Yeah,
Ugh.
that was sexy.
Yeah, you know it, baby.
Oh, God.
I'm always moist, man. I don't care.
But so in the end of that argument, when we were going over religion, I won't disclose what was said, but what ended up happening is I have decided I already have one of these books. I'm going to read the Bible and the Quran, and I already have my copy of the Quran.
I also have the Bhagavad Gita.
Is it like
if
the
you want
English
it.
translation?
Yes, it's. I
Okay.
got it from Adam.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, I thought you were gonna read it in Arabic.
No. But yeah, I got a copy of the Quran, so I'm
Okay.
going to read that now.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Have fun with those dry ass texts. I tried reading the Bible and I was like, this is really hard to read.
Yeah. I have an English translation of the Quran in my house. I've just never read it. I'm not big on religion, so.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right.
Good for you for like broadening
Culturing
your
myself.
horizons. Yeah.
No, but what you can do is you could always read your comic book adaptation of Genesis, that first boring ass part of the Bible,
Yeah.
with all the titties and violence, which surprisingly was very accurate.
Yeah.
Wait till you get to the part where this Israelite king starts banging all of his concubines in front of all of Israel.
Or there's a snakeman.
There's several snakemen.
Snakeman, more snakemen.
Oh, actually, yeah, you're talking about in the comic adaptation
Yeah.
specifically. It wasn't just a serpent; it was just an actual snakeman.
Snakeman.
And it was weird.
Yeah.
I didn't even read that one. I just flipped through. I'm like, yeah, this is
Yeah.
interesting and very ugly looking.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, my past week was just exams and taxes, so I've experienced the full emotional range.
I need to do my taxes. I got my 2 W-2s.
Yeah.
I need to do
Two.
that as well.
The fuck?
Because I have 2 jobs.
Wait, what's
You have
the-
2 jobs?
I work, well, the place that I work Sunday
Oh.
is separate from where I work
Okay.
the rest
Oh,
of the
that's
week.
right.
That's why.
So it's the same job, quote unquote. It's just
Same
different places.
occupation,
Yeah.
different
Different location,
different,
like through different employers.
yeah, different employer. That's what I'm
Gotcha.
trying to
All right, to say, like, since when the fuck did you have 2 distinct jobs?
say. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I just did H&R Block, and that's about it. It took me about 10 minutes. We're not sponsored by H&R Block, but I don't want a sponsorship by them anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I don't do my own taxes. My dad does those.
Yeah,
I give him my W-2, and then he like takes it to his tax man, and then they do stuff. I don't know how that
I
goes
need to
down.
figure
They
out.
finagle ways to get yourself the better return.
Yeah.
Last year, I owed the government $800.
Oh, that's sad.
And the worst part was it was the day before taxes were due. So
Oh.
I did not have time to be like, okay, let me build this up over time. No, I had to pay them $800 like that day.
That sucks.
Yes, it did.
The government's paying me $400.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah. Don't know how, but they're paying me $400. I don't know how taxes work. It's fucking weird.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Goddamn 1900s Progressive Tax Act.
You son of a bitch.
I don't understand this shit.
Mm,
Yeah, I remember I didn't get a tax return last year when I did my taxes. I don't know why. I mean, I had a job.
Yeah, it is weird.
Yeah, so like.
You just didn't get it. I think you may have just gotten 6,300 even, because apparently that's the first. God damn it! Why are we talking about taxes and fucking podcast? This is bullshit.
no.
Is that where our life has gone? Are we old people now?
Yeah.
Fucking shit. I think that just cements the point, Quentin.
Oh man. We're gonna go see Hacksaw Ridge tonight
We
since
are.
we didn't stay.
Oh yeah. Usually I've gotten better about saying that right in the first couple seconds, but nah, I forgot.
We're forgetful.
You're
We're
gonna-
forgetful old people.
Fuck. I don't want to grow old, Mom.
Oh man. Mm,
Who exactly are you calling mom in this situation?
Myself, I suppose. I don't.
Alright.
I mean,
Your mother isn't here.
no, that is true.
Oh man,
Casey, your mom. Congrats.
I am a mom.
I mean, I already said Quentin's family earlier today. I just don't know what family. Probably the weird uncle who touches me at night.
no, I'm the brother that pisses inside of a laundry basket.
I already have one of those.
You got 2
I
now.
got 2 of them. No, I already had 2 of them. Well, one of them peed in a laundry basket.
get
the other
another one.
The other one peed in the garage.
I peed in the backyard a lot.
Oh man.
To be fair, so did I, but I was also peeing my name in the snow, so it's a little bit different in Ohio.
No, I just peed in the backyard because I was like, I don't want to use the toilet. I'm a nature boy. Just whips out my willy.
I don't think you used the word nature boy when you were about 5.
You
Oh,
need to
it's
turn
the
up there.
popo. And I do know it needs to turn up there.
Dude, when I left work Thursday night, I think, there were 5 cops at the same intersection.
Fucking why?
And they weren't even, their lights weren't on, nothing like that.
They were just
There was
chilling?
there was one next to me. There were 2 going to my right. There was one sitting to my left that was going to
Your
go
left?
to my right, to my left. And then there was one across from me.
Well, you know where the library is on?
Yeah, I know. It's
There's
right
a
next
police
to-
station.
I know.
So,
I know,
I
but
mean, they
still,
could've-
5 fucking cops? I've never seen that happen before.
Really?
And there's 3. We
Yeah,
just had
there's-
one next to us, one was right there, and one was right there.
Yeah.
Okay, so I
Fantastic.
One of
gotta-
them was pulling over someone.
And we made it.
Yay. It's better than the time where we got cursed out for trying
Yeah.
to turn.
That was fun.
Yeah.
I'm a good driver, everybody.
How was your week, Casey?
My week is pretty average. Yeah, I'm kind of nothing. I had to write a 6-page lab report for one of my classes.
Fuck.
It was for my mechanics and materials lab, and I stayed up till around 2:30 doing it.
Yeah.
And the only way that I've described it to people was if like a steaming hot pile of shit and the worst lab report in the world had sex and then had a baby, that baby would be the lab report that I turned in.
Nice.
It was very bad. There were
Yeah.
2 pages that were literally just graphs, and there were only 2 graphs on each page. I just
works.
needed space.
That
Yeah.
works.
Well, hey, you filled that space. That's
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
You're already halfway there
Yeah,
to getting your
yeah.
engineering degree at that point.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. But I'm also seriously considering switching my major. So
Yeah.
there's that. Yeah, that's what college does to you. Makes you rethink all your choices.
See, that's
I faced that today.
that's why I'm happy. Yeah, the science bitch.
Yeah, fuck you. We don't need no more Always Sunny in Philadelphia references in this podcast.
Shut up, you
You
science
can
bitch.
lick my goddamn diddly ding dong daddy.
Don't make my friends goddamn more smarter.
Fuck you.
See, that's why I'm happy that I went through that revelation, or at least so far, I went through that revelation in high school.
Yeah.
Because I was, for so long, I was like, I'm going to go into law enforcement in some aspect of that. But then, like, I had to take a forensics class and I just wanted to blow my brains out. I hated it so much.
Yep.
I hated it so much. So I was like, yep, nope, I'm going to do something that I enjoy.
Well, I'm not deviating a lot to my majors. Like I'm considering either going to double E, like electrical engineering, computer science, or physics.
Okay, so,
So
you
it's
can
like-
still have the same practicals of engineering.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it's all within the same like ballpark.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, you're not it's like you're flipping over to business because fuck college. I need to take the easy way out.
Yeah, no, like
Thanks.
Yeah,
I've like
fuck you.
I've like openly made fun of like engineers who like went to business and then like to other engineers' backs. If I were to switch to business, I think I'd just have to kill
See,
myself. To be
Thank
honest.
you
I
so
re-
much.
You're welcome. Quentin.
I
You're
respect
welcome.
you for being a business major because you want to open up your actual business.
Yeah,
I'm talking
like,
like
that's-
guys who go to business so they can climb the corporate ladder.
Yeah,
That's a little bit different.
they're stupid assholes.
Yeah, exactly. Like, obviously not every case is the same, but typically when I see business major, I'm thinking of, yeah, you're just a goddamn douchebag who's going through college because his parents are paying for it,
Yeah.
and also because you just want to make more months, which,
Yeah.
of course, that's why everybody goes to college.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's fucking stupid.
Well, no, the reason why I like make fun of like I only make fun of specifically engineers who like switch to business because like the business school at UTD is significantly easier than like the engineering
fuck
school
sure.
at UTD. So like
I'm
literally,
pretty sure that would be the case everywhere.
yeah, I know. And so like literally, I've had a good couple of friends who like were in engineering and then it was too hard and they like switched to business.
Yeah.
Oh man, I feel bad if any former engineering majors turned business majors and listen to this podcast.
So you, in about a year.
Me in about. Well, no. If I ever switch to business, I think I just have to kill myself. So,
Yeah.
So I'll be dead before I listen to this podcast.
See, I already switched from bio to biochem, and I'm thinking like either switching back to bio, but I first need to find out what I can do with biochem and anything that I enjoy.
Yeah.
And if not, then I might just go back to my childhood dream and become a paleontologist so I can learn about dinosaurs all day.
I actually wanted to do that for a while, but yeah, that'd be awesome. I'd love to have a dinosaur friend.
You know, Tommy from Power Rangers. After he left,
I'm gonna shoot you, you bastard.
After he left the Power Rangers, he went to school and got his doctorate in paleontology.
That's actually kind of dope.
And then he went to become a high school science teacher.
That's pretty great.
That's pretty much Dino Thunder. It's him being a doctorate in paleontology, teaching a high school science class.
I'm
They
so-
just based Power Rangers on his real ass life.
Yeah,
I'm so
That is so
sad.
good.
Exactly.
I'm so sad because this morning, the announcement for the Samurai Jack Return got released, a teaser trailer. It was like 10 seconds long and it just had the date,
Yeah.
March 11th of this year. and I searched Netflix so I could watch Samurai Jack. It's not on Netflix anymore.
Yeah, not anymore. So it was on there?
It was on there a while ago.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's weird. I wonder why they'd pull it.
I don't know.
Is that Ed Nettie still on there?
I don't know.
Damn. I
know River Monsters isn't.
I
I searched for River Monsters because I want to watch River Monsters and be more scared of the ocean.
Go lick a dick.
So river monsters will lick a dick?
Well,
No.
no, but I did learn about that in my college sex ed class.
You did not learn about oral sex. in your college sex
We
ed.
will. We will in a while.
No. Oh my god.
But right now, last time we learned about erectile dysfunction and the various treatments for it, including like 3 different pills and a penis pump, and how those work, and that was weird. We had to watch not 1, but 2 8-minute videos on penis pumps. And
Did it show a demonstration?
it did actually.
God damn it.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, that's a 60-year-old penis inside a vacuum pump.
Oh my god.
And the best part is, it's like the moment you take it off, it's supposed to start getting limp again. So what they do is they basically give you a rubber band, so you can rubber band the base of your penis to keep blood inside.
That's why that's why there's an episode of It's Always Sunny where Frank wears a cock ring.
See, those
And
work
he's-
differently.
And he's
Somewhat.
talking to his daughter, and she's talking about something. He's like, "God damn it, you made my cock ring fall."
Oh my god. Imagine that conversation of like trying to convince someone to be in a video demonstrating how like an erectile
Hey
pump
man,
works.
anyone will do anything for $100.
I mean,
Make it 1,000, and that's about my limit.
That's-
100, that's debatable.
100 is debatable.
Though
Yeah.
my boss man.
Well, you could if you have a task, you will be able to find someone who will do it for $100. That
Okay,
is
okay,
fact.
that's a more reasonable one.
That's what
Yeah.
I was trying to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would just say not anybody will do anything, but
But-
if you find a task, there is someone who will do it for
For
$100.
$100.
Yeah.
That's
Or
like,
$10, or a slap on the ass.
Like my boss man, he said he jumped in a taser. Well, he didn't jump in a taser. He jumped in a pool with a taser in it for $100 and nearly died. That was funny
Why?
because he was real poor and needed the $100.
But why was there a
Why was
taser
there a
inside of a
taser?
pool?
Well, because his friends dared him to jump in and then they tossed the taser in.
no.
They're just assholes.
That's a
Yeah.
big thing. Wait, did he know that they were gonna like?
Oh no, he was aware.
Okay.
Like they fucking told him, yeah, with no uncertainty, we will toss in this taser after you jump in the pool. And he's like, all right,
That's like straight up how you die.
yeah.
Dude, that's like off 1,000 ways to die.
Well, the thing is,
Yeah.
they didn't toss it in right next to him. They tossed it in on the opposite side of the pool, like
Still.
lengthwise.
that's on straight off 1,000 ways to die.
Yeah.
Is it really?
No, but like
That could be there.
that show is
That show is really, really funny.
it's stupid.
There was one thing that I particularly liked where it was a guy who like was with a bunch of his friends and he was drunk and they came onto an electric fence, right?
Yeah.
And then since he was drunk, he had to pee a lot, so he peed
Yeah.
onto the
And
electric
then
fence.
electrocuted.
The electricity went through the urine into his wiener and then electrocuted him.
The thing is, that was like a 1 in a million thing too, because urine doesn't come out in a constant stream. Sometimes it actually breaks too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it had to be a legit constant stream of water
Well,
with
he was
enough
drunk.
electrical conductivity that would
was
actually
drunk.
conduct it back into him. And yeah, I agree. He was
Yeah.
drunk, so he probably had to pee a lot.
Yeah.
See, meanwhile, the one that I remember is two dudes got. There are actually 2 stories. One is 2 dudes got super high, and then they hugged a cactus, or they were running in a cactus farm because they stole a cactus from Mexico,
Okay.
and then they thought the cactus was yelling at them, so they ran around and ran into cactuses and died.
What kind of high was this? Because this doesn't sound like weed.
It wasn't weed. It was like mushrooms or something. or
Mushrooms, LSD, some kind
And
of
then there was
hallucinogen.
another one where 2 dudes got high on weed.
Uh-huh.
And what happened is one of them was driving a forklift, and they decided that the other one should tie a rope around his body and sit down on a wheeled thing, and the wheeled thing got stuck, and it ripped him in half.
Nice.
Yeah. And then another one where a lady got bad breast implants, and they exploded on an airplane.
That one I did hear about on
Yeah.
Mythbusters, and that one was hilarious.
But there was one that I heard about where it's like this guy was a chubby chaser, so he was having sex with this like really, really fat girl with like giant breasts.
Yep.
And then like I think it was the fat girl that like fell asleep, and they were doing it like cowboy style, right? So
Yeah.
she was on top.
And she
was, like-
suffocated him.
Yeah, and then her like the space in between her breasts went over his face, and he ran out of oxygen and died.
Yep.
Nice.
See, there's the one that I remember relating to sex is 2 people two Japanese people were very scared of having sex, and every time they tried to do it, their heart rate would go up and they start freaking out, and they ended up having a heart attack trying to have sex.
Nice.
Yeah.
Saying that a lot. It's nice.
And then I remember I saw the number one way to die, which was some homeless dude stole a motorcycle and was hiding out in like some national park or something. And what happened is he heard that there was booze inside gasoline, so he drank gasoline. And
well,
then
he's not wrong. They do put ethanol in gasoline, but it's not. You don't drink it with gasoline.
Yeah, I know. But then he was sitting in front of a campfire, threw up, and into the campfire, the fire traveled up the vomit onto his body and lit him on fire and killed him.
That was the
Nice.
number one way?
Yes.
Ooh.
That's kind of hilarious, even though it's super tragic and goddamn terrifying.
That show was like literal trash.
That is great.
That's what happens when you watch the Spike Network.
Spike Network.
Yeah.
From then.
Or, man, you can just watch Swamp Things instead. River Monsters.
Yeah, River Monsters, you bitch!
Same thing.
Swamp Things is a Marvel DC character, you son of
Swamp Thing?
Ooh.
Thank you very much, you fucking tar.
No, I refuse.
I have a...
There was a stingray the size of this car on,
That's actually kind
Are
of
you
dope.
serious?
yeah, well, not like up and down, but like side to side.
Yeah, manta
It
ray.
was big. No, it was in a river.
Oh, that's really cool then.
It was in,
Oh my
yeah,
God.
this show is really interesting. But it scares the living shit out of me.
Is it on Netflix?
I checked. It's not on there, and it makes me sad. Because if it was on there, I would honestly stop watching The Office for now and just marathon.
Wait,
watch
you're
it.
watching The Office now?
Yep.
Yeah.
watching The Office.
Hell yes.
Because I finished Parks and Rec.
It's
Parks and
so
Rec.
good. Okay,
Finished Parks and Rec.
Like, I told you, it ended really, really well.
I know
right?
the ending was perfect.
The ending was
I
beautiful.
teared up a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
It was beautiful.
Oh my god.
Oh, man.
There's so much stuff.
No, hold up. We're done in the topic here. Why the fuck are you afraid of water again?
Because I watched River Monsters and I learned so much about sharks, and I'm like, I'm gonna die. That's how I'm gonna die.
Oh, yeah,
They're
I
gonna
totally
eat me.
forgot. I totally forgot you had a fear of, like, water. Of, like, being in, like, a lake or a river.
Meanwhile...
No, it's just open water. If I go into a pool, I should be fine.
Okay.
Should be.
Should be.
But if I go into like a river, or if I go into
lake or
like
something.
a lake or the ocean, I'm gonna freak the fuck out.
See, that's real sad because one of my potential career paths is marine biologist. So if we're living together, you're gonna have to expect some fish or other weird sea creatures. In
I'm
the
fine
apartment.
with fish in the apartment as long as they are not attached to me or in the same water as me.
Reminds me
So-
of the time I got a lamprey on my ankle. That was fun.
You got a what?
A lamprey. They're like little sucker fish.
They're the
Suck
things
your
that are
blood.
on the bottom of sharks.
No, those are remoras.
Yes, you're right. Sorry.
Yeah, lampreys are kind of like leeches, but they're
okay.
actual fish.
Okay.
And just one stuck to my ankle one time. Like, oh, this is interesting. So I just watched it squirm for a while while it sucked out my blood.
All right.
I was a very curious boy. But Lake Erie is actual for real trash.
Yeah, it is.
Speaking of actual for real trash, we're gonna see a movie that's good. Meanwhile, this podcast is trash.
Yay.
We'll see you guys after the flick.
Fuck you.